Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Maximizing Your Potential Talk Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around the globe. It certainly is a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning to, just wake up and be, intentional in doing what you say that you were going to do today. I don't know how else I could put it, but just jump into action, just do it. It's a beautiful thing when you could just wake up and do those things that you intend to do without any hesitation, without any apprehension. you know get up and really enjoy your day, and that comes with enjoying your journey, your design pathway. If you're not enjoying it, you should just, sit back and think, well, what's going on here? Am I on my design pathway? And am I, fulfilling my purpose? Do I know who I am? All of those things play into you, whether you're just existing through life or you're really living life on purpose. And I just wanted to kind of, just drop that in there because for some of you, you may know, and some of you may not know that a brand new course, I'm launching this next month. And it's talking about building self esteem and building your self confidence. And some of you may be struggling with that right now because there are different things that's going on. So I wanted to give you something to think about, to say, well, maybe that's why certain things are happening in my life, because maybe I'm feeling, you know, a certain way about myself. Maybe certain things are not going as I expected. Maybe, I'm just sitting back because I'm tired of the rat race. I'm tired of, going through life, being disappointed, going through life, where everybody's pulling at me and, I'm just stressed out. I'm just burned out. I just need to, relax. I just, don't feel like I have what it takes, or I don't feel like I have value. I don't feel like I have purpose. Whatever it may be, it's all connected to your self esteem and your self confidence. And so, this is something that I thought at this time would help women because, look, y'all, we already in the 8th month, you might as well say, with a few more days. What's today, the 27th of July? With a few more days, it's going to be August 1st. And some of you have been just sitting on the sidelines. You said on January 1st, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to write my book, I'm going to, get here on live stream, I'm going to allow people to know what I'm doing, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to, create this product or this service, and here it is. And you haven't done one thing. And, you know, and that's really unfortunate. Okay. I won't say it's sad, but in actuality, it is sad because many of you are not seeing your value. You're not seeing your worth. And you have so much going on inside of you. And what I mean by that is so much value. You have those gems, those treasures on the inside of you, and they're just there. And you're not even realizing that they're there. Okay? And it's high time. And this is something I'm going to talk about today because the topic today is access to achieve your direction. Okay? Access to achieve your direction. And commitment is necessary. And so, somewhere you have to make up in your mind that, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm tired of living this mediocre life. I want to enjoy life. I want to be fulfilled. I know how it is, okay? I've been there, being unfulfilled. And I'm going to tell you, It doesn't matter about the amount of money you have, the your job or anything of that nature. When you're unfulfilled, you're unfulfilled because you feel like a fish out of water. And the reason you feel that way is because you have allowed your brilliance to be, shut off or dimmed, or, you have backed up from it because number one, you don't even recognize it. You don't even recognize what you have. So all of those things cause people to feel a void. I mean, to feel a void in their lives, that void that they're constantly searching to fill. And you have heard people say, well, I need to go find myself. Okay. That's one of the things they do. They say this, and you've heard this. You heard people say, maybe you have even said this, I need to sit back. I need to withdraw for this because I need to find myself. Or they'll say, time is, I wish I had more hours to the day. I just lost my time. I used to do this, I used to do that, but now look like time is consuming me. Or, you'll hear people, or you'll see people moving from house to house, or, from one side of a city to the next side of the city, or across state, or, even in another country to another country, because they're trying to fill a void. And I'm going to tell you, you won't fill a void that way. It won't come with you moving from place to place or trying to go and find yourself. Okay? It's not going to come from that. It's going to come, from you making a commitment to change. Make that commitment to change. A lot of times people dwell in a place too long. And it doesn't have to necessarily always be a physical place, but a mental place. They just stay in this mental place for so long. They dwell there for so long. So they think it's the norm, and they become comfortable in that place because they have allowed themselves to be closed off. And of course, that's going to have an adverse effect on you. It's going to have that. And you're just thinking, well, this is all it's going to be. And now you have become blinded, okay, to the good things that's going on around you. And also, you're not even realize or recognize it. You don't even know what you carry on the inside. And that's what I often talk about on this program. Maximize your potential. Some people don't even see that they have a potential. And I might even be talking to them and they're thinking I'm just, talking way out here. But I want to tell you that you have potential. And it doesn't always have to be this way. But you have to give yourself permission to come out and see what's available to you. And that's why this course is being offered to you. Building your self-esteem and your self-confidence. Because that's where it starts. And I'm going to get to the root of it, okay? I'm not messing with surface stuff. Because surface stuff will not, get you to a place where you can maximize your potential. Because when you deal with surface stuff, you'll run good for a minute. But then eventually those same old habits will show back up. And now you're in the same place again. So if you want to know more information about that upcoming course, and may I mention, it's at your own pace. It's at your own pace. So if you, are working in the daytime, you could put, the video on at night, and you could go through it. And there's 12 units, and each of them take you step by step, and each of them have much information, actionable, exercises that you can do. And they're not hard, and they're not way out there. Okay? Because I understand that everybody, we all live busy lives. We all have, other things to do. So that's why it's at your own pace. And that's why, it's packed with everything that you need to build your self-confidence and your self-esteem. So if you'd like to get more information about that, get that information, jot down that information that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Linktree/keys to wealth building. Again, that's Linktree/keys to wealth building. And I like to take this opportunity to thank you, all of the people that's following this broadcast, all of those who chime in the chat, and those who don't chime in, we see you. We see you. So I just want to acknowledge you and let you know that I thank you for, hanging here with me, each morning, Monday through Friday. And then, on Saturday and Sunday, there's replays. So you get something here 7 days a week. You get some knowledge drop. You get some wisdom where, it opens up your understanding. And I hope that you receive these nuggets that are presented before you. So it will help you to maximize your potential. Like I said, the research that I did before, I even thought about this class was to go do some research. And I found out that 79% of women suffer from a general form of self-confidence and self-esteem issues. And that's a high percentage. Okay? That's a high percentage, especially when we as women, we're involved in many, many things. Many things. And we have self-confidence issues. But we have our hands in everything. Everybody's pulling on us, whether it's at home, whether it's on your job, whether it's at school, wherever you are. There's people that recognize, your gifts, your talents, your abilities. They're always calling on you, to get their project through. They're dependent on you, okay? Because nobody could do it like you. But still, when it comes to you, and yourself, you can't see your value. You can't see your worth. You don't see where you have anything working for you. And so basically, that's where it started. And I said, oh, no, women, you have to realize that there's more to you than what you see each and every day. You're not made to, fit in. You're made to stand out. And good morning. How you doing this morning? Great to see you. Thank you for following the show. I did see it this morning when I was going through. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you. I know this gentleman's all the way from Bangladesh, and I thank you for following the show and chiming in. But anyway, I saw this as people having women having this thing about them where they're not understanding who they are. And I said, well, something has to be done about this, Because I'm going to tell you, women, you have what it takes, whether you realize it or not. And what you have inside of you is priceless. Okay? It's priceless. But you're just not seeing it. So that's why I created this course. And when you finish, complete this course, you will see the greatness inside of you. And no longer will you hold back, thinking that, nobody wants your products. No one wants your services. No one, wants to buy from you. You'll see yourself differently. And it will give you the confidence to come out of yourself. Come out of that mediocre place where you may be stuck right now. You're just sitting there. You're looking at everybody else doing. You're looking at everybody else achieving. And you're seeing that, this is your perception now. You're seeing that, oh, that's for special people. But that could never be for me. But I want to let you know that it's for you too. And so get that information that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Linktree/keys to wealth building. Again, Linktree/keys to wealth building. And see if, if this is something that you, I won't say qualified for, but something that you're interested in doing. Because I'm going to tell you, you have to have an intent. You have to be willing to, change. You can't be out there playing, because I'm going to tell you, playtime is over, y'all. Playtime is over. You're at a pivotal point now, a pivotal time of making an evaluation. Evaluate yourself. Where are you? When we're talking about the end of July, going into August, the 8th month of the year, where are you? You should be at a point of your life to make decisions, and make a decision that allows for no turning back. Okay? No turning back. Because you're looking at things and you're saying, well, I'm not where I need to be. I feel like there's something missing. So what you going to do about it? It's time, to do those self-evaluations, and, and be honest with yourself and say, I need this course. I need to take this course, because I'm going to tell you, there's value there. There's benefits from there, because it's going to get you from where you are to where you need to be on your design pathway. It's going to even move you out of circles where it's a toxic environment. And I'm not necessarily saying, negativity, like gossip or anything like that, but negativity on a different level. Okay. Negativity of making excuses for yourself, negativity of not having a dream, negativity of your life going nowhere. That type of toxic environment, the toxicity that you have created around yourself, and not only around yourself, but in yourself, in your mind, in your thinking, in your thoughts, in your non-activity. Those toxic things that people oftentimes do to themselves. If that's you, you need this course. You need this course, because there's so much more to you than you could ever imagine. And it's going to help you. This course will help you to see what you have on the inside of you that you could bring to the world stage, because there's great value on the inside of you. So, with that being said, let me dive into the topic. And today, the topic is access to achieve your direction. Access to achieve your direction. Commitment is necessary. And that's very necessary because you have to make those decisions that allow for no turning back. You can't go back, okay? There's nothing good back there. There's nothing, that you need to continue to look back at. Go forward. Go forward. Because growth is forward. When you look back, you're not growing. But as you move forward, you're going to grow because great opportunities await you. They await you. Always, live for forward growth. Always. That's very, very vital. And the first key talking point is acknowledge. Acknowledge, recognize that you're not growing, that you're in the same place right now as you were last year. And even sadder, you were there 10 years ago. And things have not changed. A matter of fact, maybe it has gotten worse. Maybe you're looking at it and say, well, I seem like I'm going backwards. So you have to recognize these things. When you're making this self-evaluation, recognize these things and say, well, I need to make a change. I can't go on making excuses for myself. I'm not producing. And that's the very reason why people struggle. They have money struggles. It's a lack of production. A great lack of production. They're unfulfilled. They have all of these, things going on inside of them. But yet they fail to acknowledge that they need help. They fail to acknowledge those things that is gloss them over, thinking that one day it's going to get better. Well, it's never going to get better. It hasn't gotten better in a year. It hasn't gotten better in 5 years, 10 years. What makes you think that it's going to get better tomorrow if you're doing the same things over and over again? And you have the same mindset. Think about that. Your mind hasn't changed. Access to achieve your direction. The next talking point is receive. Okay? To come into. After you acknowledge it, you got to receive it. You got to receive that, well, there's help for me. I need to, come out of myself. I need to change. I need to make up my mind that enough is enough, that I could do better, that I need to do something about my situation. That, why am I here? Why am I here? When I could get information, I could get knowledge, get this wisdom where I can apply this knowledge that's, that I'm being taught, that's in front of me. You have to receive. You have to gain wisdom and understanding. Wisdom is a principal thing, but with all that get an understanding. Why am I here? What do I need to do differently? Why is my life moving nowhere or falling apart? Why Am I struggling? And that's a great question there. Why am I struggling? You know, many people don't like to admit that they're struggling. They put on that face of pretense. Oh, everything's fine, everything's okay. But yet, they don't want to face their own reality that they're struggling. And nothing will ever change until you be truthful with yourself to receive wisdom and information, okay, that's going to help you achieve your goals. You need that. You have to admit that you need help. So, access to achieve your direction. Access is here. And it's all in that course. Building your self-esteem and building your self-confidence, because it's all connected. If you don't have those things, a lot of things will not be in place in your life. And you wonder why such and such is happening. This is not right. You're going backwards. You're fearful. You're apprehensive. You can't see. You can't understand. All of that's connected, y'all. All of it's connected. Here's the next talking point. Commitment. When I'm talking about access to achieve your direction, commitment. You have to go all in. You got to go all in. Just like Nike says, just do it. Okay? Just do it. You have to come to a point in your life where you just do it. You have to come out of making excuses, hiding behind excuses why you can't do something. Stop making excuses and just do it. Excuses have gotten you how far? Nowhere. They had you on the sideline for many, many years. You're in the same place. Or maybe you're inching, you're guessing, you're hesitating. Very apprehensive, right? You got to be committed. That's why I said, for those of you who want to know more about the course, get on that Zoom link with me. And we'll see if you're committed or not. Because this course is for people who are committed. A lot of work went into this, a lot of thought. I don't believe in wasting people's time. And I don't, believe in them wasting my time. So you won't be wasting my time because, like I said, it's at your own leisure. But you have to make that choice. Am I committed or not? The ball's in your court. Whether you want to come out of the rat race or not, or you just want to continue going around that mountain over and over again. It's not going to change until you change you. And it first starts with us. Why your business is not growing. Why, everybody else is doing. You're so concerned about what everybody else is doing. Why are they able to do this? Why are they able to do that? And which shouldn't be your concern. You should be concentrating on yourself, because that's where it starts. It all starts with you. We can't look at anybody else and point fingers and, thinking they have the upper hand, or, they're better than us or anything of that nature. It all starts with you, because what's for you is for you. But if you never make an effort to be committed to, gaining the knowledge to go and get what you need, you're never going to get it. So you have to be committed, y'all. Look forward to achieving things. There's greatness, for you. There's greatness inside of you, but there's greatness for you. It doesn't have to be this way. However your life is right now, whether you're living the good life, there's more for you. If your life seems like it's in shambles, there's greater for you. It does not have to be this way. Not saying that they won't be obstacles that come, because that's life. But you'll have what you need in order to overcome those obstacles. And how about this? Use those obstacles as tools to work together for your good. Because there's a point when you come into your life and you make those decisions where things that used to hinder you, you'll turn those things around because you see them in a different light. And may I say, you'll even welcome when they come around instead of hiding from them or being fearful. Okay? It takes commitment. Seek to accomplish. Finish. Many times, there are people, they start something, but they don't finish it. They dream. Some people never get past the dream. Then you get others, they'll dream and they start, but they'll never get past the starting point. Then there's the dream, they start and they'll do, but they'll never get past the doing part. But then there's the finishers. They dream, they start, they do, and they finish. And that's the ones who will reach their ultimate goal. Because in spite of the obstacles, in spite of the distractions, in spite of the negativity, in spite of all of those things that were vying for their attention, they were able to keep their eye on the prize. And that came by being committed to say, I need change. I need to, I made a decision and I need to see it through. Commitment. You got to be committed. Sometimes people are committed to just not doing anything, just allowing their lives to fall apart when it doesn't have to. It does not have to. Let's move on to the next one. Access to achieve your direction. I keep moving this. I'll get it straight. Activate. Okay? Activate. Set it in motion. It's not going to happen if you don't, go for it. You have to set things into motion. So make that decision that allows for no turning back. Do like Nike said, just do it. You know where your struggle is. You know what you're going through. You know that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know that, you keep seeing the same thing over and over again as you're going around on that merry-go-round. When do you want to be able to maximize your potential and allow your dream to be fulfilled? When? It's not going to come to you. You have to do something. And that word activate means you're going to do something about it. You're no longer going to sit there and wait. People take that waiting out of context. They think, oh, I'm going to sit here and wait. I'm going to sit here and wait. And you know what even gets me? People say, well, I'm going to wait on God. I prayed about it, but I'm going to wait on God. Well, let me tell you, God's speaking to you every day and all day. But are you listening? Are you listening for the direction? Are you listening for your action? Because he's not going to do it without you. There's something that you got to do. You expecting everything to happen for you. God to do something for you. People to do something for you. You're expecting things just to happen. But what is your part? What is your part in the whole scenario? You have to take action. You have to activate. You have to be committed to activate it, to take action. You no longer can just sit there and be unmotivated. No longer, scratching and surviving. What's that about? Scratching and surviving. Surviving. You don't have to survive. You could live and live your life on purpose. The reason why a lot of times you don't like to get out of bed in the morning is because you really don't have any motivation to do whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to that job by routine, okay? You get up, you know exactly what you're going to do in the morning. You have your day planned out. Hour by hour, minute by minute. Some people have it down to a science. Comfort zone. No motivation to see beyond and do beyond the norm, what they normally do. And norm, what you normally do, and that routine stuff is not bringing fulfillment into your life. It's holding you hostage. Better yet, let me put it this way. You holding yourself hostage because it's up to you. It's not holding you hostage, but you holding it hostage. You holding yourself hostage. Let me put it to you that way. Because you think you can't do better. You know, I have in mind, I was talking to some people about this individual not seeing themselves as, they see themselves as not having, because they have a weight problem, put it that way. And they're in the situation where they think that they can't get anybody because of a weight issue. So you see there, that's low self-confidence and that's low self-esteem. Thinking that you have to put up with all type of situations and circumstances. You're going to put up with all this from an individual because you think that nobody else is going to be attracted to you. Mindset, self-confidence, self-esteem. You see, and it spills over into everything. You have to feel good about yourself. And that's one of the things that this course is going to help you see and give you that understanding where you could be unapologetically you. You be unapologetically you. And it doesn't matter if people like you or don't. You just be you. They don't like it, oh well. It won't matter. Okay? But you don't have to look down on yourself or feel some type of way about yourself because of somebody else's opinion. You see, you're holding yourself hostage. You're holding yourself hostage. You got to come out of that way of thinking. Okay? Come out of that way of thinking. And like I said, this course will help you because it goes across all areas of your life. You need self-confidence and you need self-esteem. You need to see, your value. You need to see your worth and you need to be confident in who you are. Point blank, period. Be confident. Appreciate yourself. It doesn't matter if they appreciate you or not. You teach them how to treat you. And if they not treating you, the way you think that they should be treating you, know what I do, right? Time to cut it off. But activate it, y'all. Activate. Set it in motion. Access to achieve your direction. Prepare yourself. You got to prepare yourself. There's more. There's greatness, y'all. There's greatness on the inside of you. You have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it. You have to believe it. But you have to also do something about it. Don't think it's going to automatically happen. Because it won't. If it would have happened, and if you could have done it yourself, you would have done it yourself. And we wouldn't be having this conversation. But there's something that needs to change. And you have to recognize that you need to change. You have to acknowledge that you're not satisfied with being in this place. That there's more for you. There's greater for you. You have to understand that. And you have to see it. Go to the comment. Good morning, Beverly. How you doing this morning? Great seeing you this morning. I did see your trip over there. I think it was in Africa. Yeah, it looked like you had a good time. So maybe you'll tell us more about that. But, it's nice seeing you this morning. Yeah, but, activate, y'all. Access to achieve your direction. The next talking point is expectation. Have an expectation. You expect. When you have that expectation, there's confidence there. Okay? You hear me talking about building your self-esteem and your self-confidence. And I don't know what part you may have been on, Beverly, but I'm talking about a course that I'm launching next month. And it's talking about building self-esteem and building self-confidence. And if you know some ladies that would like to take part in that course, well, I have the information that's scrolling at the bottom of that screen that will give them more information. Well, this particular link, Linktree/keys to wealth building. This is a Zoom call that I meet with them on, and to see whether or not this is something that they're committed to do. So that's some great information that's coming. It's 12 units teaching women about building their self-confidence and self-esteem. And it's 12 units that take, people step by step in doing certain exercises. And it's at your own pace to be able to build self-confidence and self-esteem. Because, like I say, 79% of the women are suffering from a general form of self-confidence and self-esteem issues. And for women, we're involved in a lot of stuff. And there's so much inside of us that we have yet to tap into. And some are not tapping into it, and they're not maximizing their potential. But you have to have this confidence. Confidence goes a long way. Confidence is across the board, in everything that we do. We have to have that confidence. We have to have that trust, we have to have that trust. And sometimes people can't see that. And also with the hope, you have to hope against hope. You have to go beyond the impossible to see the possibilities in your life, going beyond the norm, enter into an advanced mindset, advanced mindset, not something that you've been stuck in from the past because of what you heard, because of what you believe. There's a shift in the mindset, thinking about the status quo or what society expects of you, but have your own expectation to know that there's something more inside of me. There's something that I need to get out to others on the world stage in order to make a difference in their lives. But a lot of times people can't see where they can make a difference in, not even the world stage, not even in a small group's life. But I want to tell you, ladies, I want to tell you this, okay? You have everything you need, and the magnitude of it is to make a difference on the world stage and touch many, many lives for generations to come. That's how impacted you are with knowledge. That's how impacted you are with those gems, those treasures on the inside of you. And these are some of the things that this course will help bring out of you, so you can maximize your potential and stop playing small. Stop seeing yourself sitting somewhere in a certain corner of the world and just sitting there and thinking that you don't have what it takes, that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you don't have this, that you don't have that. You got to get beyond that. You got to get past that. And you got to live your life on purpose. Stop existing. Stop that scratching and surviving and start to live. Because each of us, okay, has a purpose. Each of us, God has purposed us to do a certain thing, okay? A certain thing on this earth. You're here, okay? It doesn't matter how you got here. Everybody who has been born has a purpose. You're not an afterthought, or you're not just a castaway. You're none of those things. But you are somebody that has purpose. There's a purpose for your life, and it's for you to be able to find that purpose. Get on your right track. Get on your design pathway where you can begin to see it. You have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it. Okay, going to the comments. Okay, Kenya mission trip. Yes, a true blessing. Yes, that was one of the topics I spoke on in Africa. As a crisis counselor for California, speaking to victims, I can relate. On my way to travel agency, may not be able to stay on. Well, I'm glad that you came to visit, Beverly. Thank you for dropping in because I know it's early in California. So thank you for dropping in. Good morning, Lucky. How you doing this morning? It's great seeing you too. You know, and talking today about access to achieve your direction. So, and I know that you're dropping in late, but go back and catch the replay because there's some great topics that I talked about this morning. A great topic with a lot of great talking points. So, y'all, it's real. It's real, y'all. It's real. Access to achieve your direction. There's greatness on the inside of you. Okay, it's not time to sit on the sideline, but it's time to get in the game and make your life matter because your life certainly does matter. Just checking in, about to do my show on expectation. Okay, expectations and entitlement. Well, that's a great topic. Okay, that is a great topic. I may not be able to catch that show live because I have guests that's with me today and I have to spend some time with her. But anyway, I'm going to catch that on the replay. But at this time, I like to thank everybody. It's been great seeing you this morning. It's great to, hear the different things that y'all involved in and y'all are doing and y'all are maximizing your potential. And it's just such a blessing to be able to, have you here with me today. I always love to see you. I always love to, hear what's going on in your life because that's something that motivates me. And especially seeing people from all over the world to come in and follow this show, whether they're catching on live or they're catching on the replay. It doesn't matter. I love people. I love, all sorts of people. I'm just a people person. But most of all, I like to see and know that you're getting value from these broadcasts, that it's doing something in your life to move the needle forward. So, like I said, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today on maximizing your potential. I'm your host, Gertrude Chapman, and these nuggets today, they were truly something that I could relate to, by it pivoting. It's time for you to pivot, access to achieve your direction, because there's a direction for each and every one of us. And we shouldn't be scratching and surviving, looking for ways to live and to get money and different things of that nature. Because when we're in the right position, things, opportunities, monies, and all of these things will begin to flow into our lives. So go back and look at these nuggets, acknowledging, recognizing that you need help, receiving that help, being committed to that help, activating it, not just sitting there waiting for something to happen, but make it happen. You have to make effort. You have to get out there and say enough is enough, and having that expectation. Let me go to the comments right quick before I close. Okay. Oh, when does the 12 session start? It starts in August. And I'll be sending out more information with that, how much it is and where it's located and everything, because it'll be located on a particular platform and it'll have all that information. But I'll make sure that everybody receives that information, and where you all could, pass it around and distribute it to those who need that information. Okay. All right, I will. And I may even have it. But I will. So, we could talk. But I also look forward, for y'all joining me on the next program. Each and every one of you who are out there in the audience, join me on the next program, maximizing your potential. But for now, this has been a delightful day to see all of you out there in the audience. But remember this, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. Have a great rest of your day.